So in this video I want to change this so that it says get ready wave 1, and I want to put that in the middle here. So I'm going to create a couple of canvases. Well, that's not good. Missing reference. Object has been destroyed, but you're still trying to access it. That's not good. Why did that happen? Oh, I'm glad we tested this last week, or the last video, whenever it was. So that breaks. Okay. And we get new ones in. Okay, and at that point it breaks. So there's still something inside objects that is. So this has stop all coroutines in there. So let's move this stop all coroutines to after there. I'll tidy that up. So we want to kill all the. We want to kill all the values in there, and then we want to clear those values. Okay, I think that's okay. I thought stop all coroutines. So we're adding. Oh, wait a minute. We're adding that on. What game object are we at? No, we're adding it on this game object. Okay. So this should do this anyway, because stop all coroutines should stop all the coroutines. Oh, running on this behavior. Okay, so we need to do it on this object as well. So stop all coroutines running on this behavior. Okay, so what we need to do is we don't need. Let's create a method here called stop ticking. You know what? That should work. Let me see if this fixes that null. Well, but not the null, but the it's being destroyed. This one down here. So it says p-null object has been destroyed, but you're still trying to access it. So it's the first. So you die, and then so we have like a repeatable test case. So when we die. Okay, so p-null should have nothing in there, and it does. Oops. And so we did again. Okay, so if we let it go, yeah, at that point, so if we let something go, then that doesn't kill it. So what we need to do is, once the pianola has, once it's got to here, actually, you know what? Let me change this to destroy this to kill me equals true, and then I'm going to have a void update if this kill me destroy this. So that's going to kill that object, and then I'm going to have private bool kill me. So kill me is going to be false. It's not going to run there because I think it's destroying here, but it's not killing. Like this should terminate, but I don't see why it's not terminating. Okay, let me just kill the sound. Okay, so we die once, and then we let one of them run. So we let this one go, and then we kill, and Nope. Pinot on line 34. So it doesn't like this. The object, Pinot object has been destroyed. Your script should check to see if it's null. Okay. So if object stop all coroutines. Okay, well, let's do what it says down here. I mean, it says check if it's null or you should destroy the object. So let's do that, and then that should stop that problem from happening. Now we can get into the nitty-gritty of what's actually what we wanted to do here. So I'll let this one go, and then this one kills me, then that resets it, and then we're back to the start again. Okay, so okay, it's good. Okay. Right, so I want to have lives here for a start. So I have these lives here, but I think I'm going to leave that for the next video. What I really want though is I want a couple of canvases. So I'm going to create a UI, and I'm going to call this canvas. And this canvas is going to be our start round canvas. And we're going to scale up the screen size, and our default screen size for the game is, well, let's keep it consistent. So let's make it 800 by 450, and we'll match, I'll zoom in here, sorry. There we go, a little bit better, and I'll match that with width and height. And then that should keep everything rounded. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to create another one, and this is going to be our in-game canvas, which we're going to use at some point later on. But I just want it so that I have the same values over here. And then for my start round canvas, what I also want to do is I want to have a folder in here, and I'm going to create this folder here, and I'm going to call this fonts. And it just so happens I have a couple of fonts here. So here's my fonts folder here, and I want to take over this one and this one. Remind me later. So these are my two fonts that I want to bring across, and I'm going to bring them in at an inch, so 72. That's okay, and I can click on apply. And then for my start round canvas, what I want to have in here is I want to have a UI, and I want to have this to be text, and this is just going to say something like, get ready wave, and then I'm going to center that, and I'm going to choose my Roboto font because I quite like Roboto as a font, and that grey color is actually not too bad. Again, I'll zoom in a little bit here, but I do want to bring the font size up. So the font size I think should be quite big because it's going to be on a handheld device. And that's a good placement. I think I will align that to the top. Get ready wave, and let's see what that looks like inside the game. So get ready wave, and then underneath that I want another text box, and that text box is going to have a different font attached to it, but it's going to be the same sort of size as this, just to sort of keep things a little bit consistent. And that's going to be centered as well, and this is going to have the number inside there. So the number inside there is actually going to be in this format here, which is or this font here, which is LCD. So the font size again has to change. So I've got to bring that up to there. It doesn't look like that's. No, is that okay? So font. So this is going to be ready wave 1. So in our game, it's going to look a bit like this. And so this is going to be wave number. And I don't need anything else there. And I'm going to add another script here that's going to be our canvas controller that's going to hide and show these kind of things. So I'm going to add a canvas group, and my canvas group is going to be either alpha 0, alpha 1, or alpha 0. So that's how we're going to hide and show it. I'm going to control all this using a script on here. And so our scripts, I'm going to create a folder in here, and I'm going to call it UI just to sort of separate these things out. And I'm going to create another script in here, and I'm going to call this start round, can't spell round, canvas controller. And I'm going to add code to this now. So this is going to be a mono behavior script, but it is going to have a public void show. Actually, let's just call it toggle visible. Visible equals true. And so we'll default it to being true, and we will also have a private canvas group, and also a void wake. Group equals get component canvas group. And because this is always going to be attached to a canvas group, I'm going to require that component as well. Component type of canvas group. Okay, so wherever we go, we need to have this canvas group with us. And so I'm going to do group dot and then alpha equals, and then it's going to be visible. Alpha is going to be set to 1, otherwise alpha is going to be set to 0, and then group dot interactable equals visible. Okay, so you won't be able to interact with it at all. Actually, you shouldn't be able to interact with it anyway, because it's just static text. But there we go, because we don't want to clutter up our game controller with this. We just want to be able to control the canvas. So where are we? So this is get ready wave 1. We also want to public void set wave number, public text wave text, and we need to add our using Unity engine.ui namespace, because that's where text lives. Strangely enough, canvas group does not live in the UI namespace. Don't know why. Ask letters to Unity, I guess. So we have our set wave number here. So we're going to do wave number wave text dot text equals wave number dot to string, and that's it. That's all we need to do for that portion there. So the game controller is going to it's going to control this UI element. So we're going to bring down the alpha to 0. So when we're playing the game, so when I run the game just now, you'll see that we don't have anything on there, and then the game starts. So inside our game controller, we need to have a reference. We'll fix that later. We need to have a reference to our newly minted start round canvas controller. Start round canvas controller. Start, and we'll just call it start round. And then for start round, we need to do, what do we got here? We've got rocket column, is that? So we need to do public int current round is 1. So we have our current round is 1, and then we have our start round, which is this object here. So in our start round, what we're going to do is, this is the start the game part. So we're going to do start round, set wave number, current round, start round dot toggle visible, and then we just need to set that. We don't need to do anything because it defaults to being visible. We have a default value in here, that true part there. And then we wait for X number of seconds, and then we do start round dot toggle visible false. So we turn it off at that point. Okay, and that's the script. I think that's all we need to do for that. What we do need to do though is we need to wire up these things. So I'm going to add, if we zoom down here, I'm going to add the start round canvas controller, and you see that I need to pass in this wave text. So I'm going to drag and drop wave number over to there. So I've kind of used wave and round intermittently. It's bad, you should be consistent with these things, but yeah. And over here I also need to set up my start round canvas controller. So I'm going to drag that object that contains my start round canvas controller, and you see that we have current round here as well. And so now we should get a message up that says start round. Get ready wave 1. There we go. And yeah, that's the UI for starting the round. And then what we'll do is every time you complete round 1, so you complete the oh no, get ready wave 1. So we need to like pause the game more there, I think. Yeah, I think we need to pause the game a little bit more there. But I think we'll end this video there just now. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching. This is part of the Video a Day in September 2017 videos. If you liked it or you didn't like it, hit the appropriate button below. Subscribe, so if you hit the little icon over there, then you'll get notified, especially when you hit the little alarm icon. That's the really important part apparently. Then you'll get notified when a new video goes up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.